The Isle of Skye in Scotland is a special place. The island has 12 Scottish Munros, 11 of which are located on the main Black Cuillin Ridge. But join me on today's adventure as I take in the outlier of the group, Bla Bheinn. Well, good morning and welcome to the Isle of Skye. So today I'm hoping to bag my 12th and final Munro on the Isle of Skye, Bla Bheinn. Might just be able to see the top of it out to the right hand side. I've actually timed this a little bit early today. It's pitch black when I turned up to the car park, but as you can see the views are slowly revealing themselves, so I'm excited to see what the views are going to be like at the top, as this is described as one of the finest mountains in Britain. So yeah, let's crack on and hopefully things get a bit brighter soon. As I made my way closer to Bla Bheinn, there were some lovely waterfalls next to the path, with the typical greeny blue water that you see on the Isle of Skye. Okay, so I'm now up into the corrie just below Bla Bheinn. You can see it directly behind me, and there is Blaven and the Clach Traverse. Incredible. I think it's going to be nice views. The forecast is good just for a couple of hours when I should be just about at the top, so hopefully it stays like that. So anyway, I think it's a bit of a scree ascent to get towards the top of Bla Bheinn. So I actually made a slight mistake there, that you can see Clach in the middle, but Blaven is actually hidden away behind Cuillin Ridge, and you'll find out soon that's not the only mistake I've made on this trip. Look at that, that is impressive. Huge big rock. But the way I'm going is up this scree path here and then up towards the top of Bla Bheinn. Okay, ignore what I said previously. It turns out I have taken the wrong route here. It's not often that happens to me, but I'm on the total wrong side of Bla Bheinn here. So behind, you can probably see the way that I'm meant to go. Some of you maybe realise this already, but I'm supposed to go up the spur here and then up from there. So at least I've got plenty of time. Head back down that scree and then back up the other side. Probably going to add a good half an hour, 45 minutes to my day. Not ideal, but at least I noticed just now and didn't try and make it up and over, as I think it'd be impossible to get to the summit without some moderate climbing. So yeah, time to rectify this mistake. It turns out that I had tried to make it up the south side of Bla Bheinn, which it was maybe going to be possible to make it to the summit from there, but I wasn't willing to take the risk. Well, there's no doubt about it now. I'm definitely on the right path. Whew. So the views here have really opened up and it's not too far to the top. Take a look at this. Wow. Over to Blaven, over there I think the big bit in the middle, and this is the famous Prow of Bla Bheinn. Absolutely stunning. But I think that's enough pottering about, especially with my slight scenic detour that I took. I think I better crack on straight to the top now. Let's go. Things got quite rocky from here, and there's a very short section of scrambling towards the top, but nothing too difficult. Well, after a slight detour, I'm finally at the top of Blaven. Wait until you see this. Wow. Munro 223, but look at that in the background. Fantastic. The whole Cuillin Ridge spread out in front of me. So it's rather chilly up here, so I'm going to put some layers on and explore some of the views. How's that for a view then? Bla Bheinn, 928 metres, and it translates to the Blue Mountain. One of the finest views in Britain for sure. I mean, look at that behind me. Cuillin out to the right hand side, and the full ridge. You can see the Inpin prominent as well. Sgwr Alistair, Sgwr McConaughey, everything. I'm not going to name every single one, but that brings back fantastic memories from earlier in this year where I spent 4 days on that ridge. Yeah, special place. There's nothing quite like the Isle of Skye. So it is hard to capture all these views on camera. Behind me you might just be able to see into Knoydart. You can see Bla Bheinn and Ben Screehill prominent in that direction. There's also a great view out to the islands. As you can see behind me, plenty of blue skies, but looking towards that direction, I think there's rain coming in. Out to Egg there and Rum just behind the bump here. Now this is the detour that I nearly took over here. Not too sure about that. I'm glad that I turned round and came back this way. It's safe to say that this Munro has some of the best views of them all, and I spent quite a bit of time at the top here, and I think it's easy to see why. As I said previously, there's some contrast to the weather here compared to out west and to the islands. You can see Glamig, Marsco and Garsven. Absolutely ridiculous views. I think that's the word I'm going to use. Yeah, pretty much speechless. So that's the sun back out. As I say, that's just about to disappear. What a place. Honestly, I've been up here for over an hour just exploring the views, and it just keeps changing and changing. Look at this. Back down to the Clash Traverse. Fantastic. I just don't want to leave, to be honest. Well, it certainly doesn't get much better than that. I am slightly gutted, however, as this was on my list of ones to keep to last. With a forecast like today, in nearly the end of October, I just couldn't say no to it. I have got a few on the list that are probably going to be kept to last. I've got Anchelic, Bla Bheinn. It's a hard one because I want a slightly easier one that I can have other people join me. Have you got any suggestions? Put them in the comments down below what you think would be one of the best ones to complete on. I think it's going to be hard to beat Angelic, to be honest. Anyway, I'm looking behind the camera, there's a big shower of rain coming my way, so I better finally start making my way back down from here. Okay, so that's me just on the way back down now. It's just about halfway down. I better give you my review out of 10 before I go. So this is getting a solid 10 out of 10. Nothing less on the Isle of Skye. Fantastic. Kind of bittersweet that they're all done now, as I was really looking forward to doing this one today. I'm sure I'll be back to return to do them, probably most of them again. But yeah, that was a fantastic day. When that view reveals itself at the top of Bla Bheinn, fantastic. One of the finest views in Britain for sure. And that's 59 in the bag for this year, and it actually leaves 59 to go. So just need to do all that all over again next year, and then they'll be complete. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it or not. I kind of like doing this, and what am I going to do after? It's going to be Corbett Bash, I think, or probably do a lot of the good ones again. So anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll join me for more Munros in the next one.